Hi guys, good morning to all of you. Welcome back to our channel. This is our 9th vlog and we woke up in this beautiful town of Outchon, right in the heart of the mountains. So we woke up pretty early today by 7:30 or 7:15, took our shower and now we are here for our breakfast. So yeah, let's go and eat some breakfast because we both are really hungry today. So we will finish our breakfast first and let's see what we can do in this town around. But before that, I'll show you how the mountain looks around. There's a small stream that is flowing by. I really love this sound. Let's go in and finish our breakfast. So I got some pancakes for myself, muesli, tea and yogurt while Riju is enjoying his English breakfast. Bon appetit. So we have finished our sumptuous breakfast and now we are heading towards an ostrich farm. Outchon is very famous for ostrich farms. There are multiple of them, but we are going to Kango Ostrich Farm because with the hotel they have a discount offer of 20%. So they gave us a coupon. It says we'll be getting 20% of discount. So we are going to that ostrich farm. It's called Kango Ostrich Farm. So let's go and see some ostrich. So from the Old Mill Lodge, the Google says it just 3 minutes ahead.
Yes,
so
I can see that.
Yeah, we reached, yeah. We just reached here in less than 2 minutes. So let's do the parking and get in. With the discount coupon, how much you said?
100
per person. Okay.
We are coming from Kenya.
Yes, welcome here.
Hi.
My name is Jessica and I will be your guide for the next 30 to 45 minutes.
Thank you.
But it can feel like it's really soft.
Yeah. It's a female feather?
It's a female feather.
Okay.
And it's also electrostatic.
So this is the demonstration room. And now we are heading towards the incubation room.
Why only in Outchon you find ostriches more? Because this is the area where
As I said, we are semi-desert area.
Semi-desert
So
area.
because of the desert birds. So that's why they more interested in this area. And this is our incubation room. And the mating season is only from August until March.
August to March.
August to March.
Okay.
So in this time in nature, the ostriches lay about 10 to 15 eggs. That's a full nest for them. But here on the farm, they lay between 40 and 80 eggs per ostrich. Because we take the eggs away, then they just lay 1 or 2 more eggs. And they also lay 1 egg every second day. But we don't take away all the eggs from the ostriches. We leave some of the eggs for them to rear naturally also. And after 2 weeks, then we test the egg to see if it's fertile or infertile. We do it on a stand like this with a light inside.
Okay.
And we do it in a very dark room. So
Okay.
if we switch on the light, the egg will look like this, transparent. And if you find a black patch on the egg, that will be the egg yolk or the egg yellow. And if you turn the egg on the light and the yolk moves or it comes to the top, then we know it's infertile, no baby in. But when the yolk doesn't move or come to the top, we know it's fertile, there's a baby in. The embryo will keep it at the bottom. So I'll just turn the egg and then we'll see if it moves or not. So we're just testing the egg. See, it's moving.
Yeah.
So that's mean the egg is infertile, no baby in it.
Oh, if it moves, then it's infertile.
It's infertile, yeah. So this is an infertile egg. So this one you can eat.
So these are the ostriches. We came here to say hi. Hello, ostrich.
I'm not going any further. You would give me soup.
So these are the female ostriches. These are dwarfs.
They kill the dwarfs, yeah. Because they say they can't lay eggs, so they make any use for them.
So alright, this is very interesting. Those are full-grown ostriches, but these are dwarf ostriches.
They can't hear.
I've never seen anything like this before.
So they can't hear or smell that good, but their eyesight is really, really good. There you go. So, but there are a few differences between them.
So these are not ostriches, these are emus.
These are emus. See the three tails, the blue neck and the sharper beaks and the oiliness on the feather?
Yeah.
Also, they've got a layer of oil under their skin, so their meat isn't really good.
Oh, there are so many of them. Okay, Riju is on for some adventures.
Yeah, you can come stand here, just like that, just like that. They want to look. No, they just want to.
Riju is on for some adventures. Woo! Riju! Riju, how was the massage?
That was good, huh?
That's good. Oh. So from next time, whenever you say let's go for massage, I'll take you to ostrich farm in Kenya. What kind of sound is that? It's for mating.
Now Pooja is standing on the ostrich eggs.
Which doesn't break.
Oh, I think Pooja needs to put on some weight.
So that was the end of our ostrich farm tour, and now we came to this curio shop. Hi. This is a souvenir shop. You can buy anything you like to. These are ostrich eggs. Obviously it doesn't have anything inside. It's just the shells and some other products. So let's see if we can buy something. We are out from the ostrich farm and now we are heading towards another place. I don't know much about it. So yesterday we met a couple who suggested us this place. So we don't know much about it. So once we go, we'll be able to show you what's all around there. But this place is worth visiting. You can visit any of the ostrich farms here. Yeah, you'll really love it. We liked it. So let's go now. So we reached this beautiful lodge. It's called the Buffalo's Drift. It was just 5 minutes drive from the ostrich farm where we visited. It's called Buffalo's Drift. This is a beautiful resort. You can see. Okay, so while we inquire at the reception, there are multiple game drives and other activities to do here. What we are doing is elephant feeding. So we'll be waiting here for next 15 minutes. Our time is 11:15. It's now 11, and then we'll go and see the elephants and feed them and touch them, hug them. Let's do whatever we can do. So these excursions are not free. We paid 200 Rand per person for elephant feeding, and there are also other activities. Like it has lion feeding experience, then free roaming with cheetah experience, some kind of stuff like that. So this is a chart they have. So I'll show you the chart. You can take a screenshot if you think it's helpful. So for today we'll be only doing the elephant excursion. Now let's go and see the elephants. So that's our guide in the front. Oh, here they are. Standing in a disciplined way, all of them.
Alright guys, yeah. Take the basket with me. Take the basket. We start with Jabbar.
Which one we should start? Anything, right?
Anything.
So, initiate. Yeah, we go to the top.
Close to him and face the paparazzi and go for it.
I'll do it now?
Yeah, it's your time now. Go for it. You're feeding him, you have to feed him.
No, I have to.
Shape front up or mouth open. Don't forget to look at your paparazzi.
Now pat him.
20 minutes time. Yeah, more please.
Yeah?
Give him the basket. Go in front of him. In front of him. That way. Face the paparazzi. Just in case he's gonna hug you.
Oh, this is so cool.
Thank you, Malaika.
Pooja is getting the hug of the year. Wow. Wow, this is awesome.
Guys, we had an amazing experience. That was incredible.
Wow, this was one of the favorite time here in South Africa.
Never in my life, in our life, we did something crazy like that, hugging and feeding elephants. Oh, that was awesome.
I'm nearly kissing in front of them.
So guys, definitely a recommended place. If you're around this town, do visit this resort. It's called Baffles Drift. You'll never regret. Alright, so Riju, what's the plan for now?
So now we'll go towards a place called Ebb and Flow. That's where we'll be staying. It's in wilderness area. We are again driving towards the coast. We'll go there and give you the tour. It's 1.5 hours drive from here. So what are we waiting for? Let's go.
Let's go.
We again stopped by on the way to wilderness because this is a view. Absolutely amazing.
On our way to wilderness, we stopped by a small town called George. We went to pick some lunch. We got cappuccino and chicken mayo sandwich for both of us. Riju has already finished his. I'll have it on my way. Yeah, we just stopped over for using the restroom and to stretch a bit. So in next 30 minutes we'll be reaching the wilderness. So let's continue the journey. The sandwich is really good. I really love chicken mayo sandwiches. So we are back to the beach again, and that's the wilderness beach. And this side you have the forest.
Today we'll stay at the forest. If you see wilderness, we have reached wilderness.
Finally, we reached our destination. This is a forest resort. It's called Ebb and Flow.
It's under Garden Route National Park.
Yeah, it's under Garden Route National Park. And we are through from the gate. It says, "Welcome to Wilderness."
Okay, so finally done with the check-in procedure. Have got the room keys. So we'll go to our forest cabin. We'll show you around.
Cabin number 24.
Cabin number 20.
So can we walk or should we drive?
Right.
Okay.
I don't think it's far off though.
Alright, so we got our cabin. This is our cabin, number 24. So let's go in and check it out. I'm sure it would be great. So welcome to our small little cabin. So we are 2 people, but we have 4 beds. We'll take rotations hopefully.
So alright guys, so this place is known as Avon Flow, which is in the wilderness area, and if you have to book it, you have to go to again the sand park, because this Garden Route National Park is all under the sand park. You need to go there, find this place under the website, and you can book it. Normally the charges are around 1500 or 1300 rand. That's how much
per
charges
night.
Are per night. So if you like this place, and I think it's a perfect place to stay in the wilderness area, because it's absolutely in the wilderness, in the forest. So no better place, I think. So do try it out if you like it. Hopefully we'll be providing this also in the description, the link of this place also in the description box below, so you can probably check out from there.
So this is just outside our cottage. Look at this view guys, isn't it beautiful?
I bet it's beautiful, because a lot of research went into it.
Yeah. The absolute credit goes to Riju this time, because he did all the bookings and reservations. I don't know from where he found this place, but this is absolutely gorgeous.
So
I really like it.
Telling me that why the laptop light is on late at night at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. This is why it was on, and because you need to go through hundreds of pages to finally find that one place which you'd want to spend that night in the wilderness in Garden Route.
Your hard work paid off. I'm so proud of you. I really like the place. This is one of my favorite as of now. It's beautiful. So they also have this caravan option for staying. I'm sure it would be definitely a different experience. They also offer activities like hiking and canoeing. So if you're interested, you can definitely check those out.
We'll check out the canoeing area.
Yeah, now we are going to the canoeing area.
Okay, so this is a place for canoeing. So those are the canoes, and you can take one of those. So you have to pay for 1 hour. I think the price that you have to pay is 73 rands. It's normally open during this COVID hours from 9 to 4. We came by 3, but still they didn't give us today. Maybe tomorrow morning 9 o'clock we'll try, if time permits, to go for it. So this is a wilderness beach.
So we just came out for a bit into this wilderness beach. This is the wilderness beach. This is just 2 kilometers away from our resort. This is a huge stretch of beach with white sands. It's beautiful. This is the wilderness beach. So we decided to chill by the beach a bit.
At the most uncomfortable spot possible, because Pooja wanted to avoid the sun, and that's why we are right now chosen a spot which is
really uncomfortable. Wait, I'll show you. Okay, so this is the most uncomfortable way to relax on the beach, because I wanted to avoid the sun. We got this spreadsheet, and probably we'll relax by the beach for a bit. So we are back to our nest again.
just in time to watch the sunset.
Yeah. So probably I'll make a cup of coffee for both of us, and then we'll sit by the bench and watch the gorgeous sunset. Sounds a plan.
Cheers with coffee. Okay.
the day has come to an end, and this is finally the best part of our day.
Absolutely.
Because it's dinner time.
Yeah.
So also we'll find many restaurants and cafeterias around the beach side, but we decided to cook some Maggi for ourselves. So without much jabba-juba, we'll just dig into our dinner and have some we time together now.
So hope you liked today's vlog. If you have liked it, do subscribe to our channel. Tomorrow we'll be shooting our 10th day. Today was our 9th day, and hopefully we'll be uploading next week. So to check out that, what you need to do,
subscribe to our channel, guys, and hit that notification bell, ting ting ting, so whenever we post new videos you get notified. So for now,
bye bye.
See ya.